Hello and welcome back. I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more of our campaign in Imperator, the Rise of the Roman Republic. Unfortunately, we did not catch that other troop. Let's turn off Force March and kind of hang out a little bit. Want to get started on the siege of this guy's fort on the coastline here if we can. These ships probably are okay to go do this. We'll see. We are making money despite the extra troops that I've trained. So I think we shall train a few more. Just sticking with lots and lots and lots of heavy infantry right now, because that is kind of our thing, being Rome. This guy's got 12 martial score, so he's going to be pretty good at that siege. This guy is... Alright. Always want to have a leader in charge when you're doing sieges, so that you can try to get more slaves, if that is your goal, which it is. Put that guy in charge. Our blockade established. This siege is still going, amazingly. We are the leader of the siege. It's been 350 some days. Back up to speed 5, I think. One that's slave to Rome. So in Rome, we now have 11 slaves. So, no, 10 slaves. Need 15. Ostia still needs 4 more. Got enough civic power for it now. Let's move slaves from... We're gonna get lots of wine. I don't want to move them away from a farmland city, though. I don't really care about wood. So let's move this to Ostia. 2, 3, 4. Ostia now gives us 2 iron, which means someone will probably ask us to export our surplus of iron. We have +2 iron, and we only need +1 for the surplus and capital bonus. So someone should ask for it, giving us another 5% heavy infantry discipline. Now that that's all done, I do want to start considering getting some extra light cav. Okay, this guy we can make into a feudatory, and a feudatory does not take a relationship slot. So I really like feudatories when possible. They don't pay you money, but because they don't take a relationship slot, you can just have a bunch of free armies, and it's less aggressive expansion than conquesting it directly. The advantage to having a whole bunch of feudatories is that you get the manpower from them. You get the armies, the generals. It's kind of like OPM subjects in EU4. All of the major benefits where you've got everything I just said, right? You've got autonomous armies, you've got bonus generals, you've got bonus manpower recovery. If we conquered this land, there's no chance we're going to get as much manpower per month as he has, which is 41 per month. We're not going to get that. We'd be lucky to get maybe 2 or 3 per month. So he'll use that manpower to do sieges for us and stuff, and at the same time, it's less aggressive expansion to do it this way anyway. So, you cannot take land while making them a feudatory, however. And also, you can integrate them in the future. So, we're going to go ahead and do that. And on top of that, okay, consider this. He gets 47 manpower per month, and he's going to pay us 6. I just said we would probably only get 2 or 3. You get double the manpower per month from that land than you would have had conquering it yourself with him as a feudatory, in addition to all the other things. And then the other thing is that you don't gain their population. 37 more pops, reducing our research efficiency ratio. So we can get manpower from feudatories while having lots of citizens instead of freemen, and then that way we have a better research ratio. Tribesmen are just kind of bad. We don't want those. We should get rid of those if possible. Unfortunately, well, we could start promoting some of these guys. I do think that, what are we getting out of these? Base tax, 0.03, manpower, plus 20. Let's see. 187 base local manpower divided by 15 freemen means we're getting 12 manpower per freeman versus 6 manpower. So double the manpower. I mean, manpower is, I think, more valuable here. That being said, I do want more citizens as well. We did start off with a couple training camps here, so not a bad idea to maybe have some more freemen in the capital as well. I was really low on these when I first started playing the game. I'm still pretty low on them. I think they're quite weak. I think they should be about 20% manpower each, or maybe 25, but I think maybe some more market would be better. And I'd also like to maybe get an extra couple slaves in the capital, but moving slaves to the capital doesn't make much sense when they're going to get sent there anyway. It also frees up this army to come up here, and we want to get started on that siege there. Our subjects are taking care of it, which is good. We have no way of getting through this zone of control. Let's check some of the other people we have Casus Belli on. One drawback to turning people into feudatories is that making them into subjects, the Casus Belli doesn't drop off this list, right? Because the Casus Belli never expires. We have like, well, it does expire apparently in 727, which means we have it for like 300 damn years. So this will just always be here now, confusing me about who I can attack. Sipontum is already a subject, right? That's the guy we attacked first. Oh well. And Kona we could attack. And Kona is a 1-city minor up there. We have a CB on you that pulls in Picentia. We're currently trading with them. No CB on them. This guy's already at war with Ancona, so he's probably going to kill Ancona. 15 cohorts for you. 9 cohorts for you. This seems like a war we could probably win quite well. Etruria or Picenum. We got one level 1 fort there in Picenum. Looks like we want to take... Where's Picenum? I'm not seeing Picenum. Etruria. Oh, Picenum is this one right here. That's part of Umbria. City of Lesti in Etruria. Okay, so this province goes to here, which means it is capital. Interesting. All right, we'll go for Senum, I guess. Need to have more wars going, right? Here's somebody asking for our heavy, for our surplus iron that we just created, which means we get extra heavy infantry discipline, another 5%, pretty powerful. Captured an enemy, cool, good find. Hopefully our subjects won't break that siege. I don't always trust them to stay put and maintain sieges when they should, but it's all right. Okay, that also put us to war with this guy, Sentia. Let's get an army over onto him. Just lost one of our researchers. Income is kind of stable. It's alright-ish. Trying to let my subjects handle some more of these battles, just so we can have extra manpower for other stuff. It's nice when people give us money. We appreciate that. And honestly, one of the mechanics that I really do like about this game... Interesting how we, I'm pretty sure we were a dictator, weren't we? Oh, dictator doesn't make you have permanent control. It makes you only have an extra 1 year of time. So military faction is now in charge, which is fine. Get a new omen as well. Don't think we really have any unrest. A little tiny bit. Aggressive expansion change could be pretty useful. I think I'll actually take the research points. So that'd get a little bit of a tech advantage over people if I possibly could. We're going to want to declare war on Ancona before he can get any other allies. That is 20,000 troops that we're currently already at war with, but... Oh, sorry, I didn't finish my train of thought. One of the things I really like in this is this independent operations thing. I've used that to pretty good effect in some other campaigns. You're great at hunting down armies with no leaders, armies that have low morale. They're pretty darn awful at carpet sieging because they have a tendency to group up if you have multiple stacks, and I hate it. Rather than spreading out and doing a proper carpet siege, they're like, ooh, let's all stand together and suffer extra attrition. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and get some Let's see, most of our money's coming from commerce already. I'll take the commerce bonus. Our current ruler is now Quintus Fabius Rulianus, who is content in life. We could have him spend some money to gain popularity. That 80 popularity threshold is real important to us, so I'm willing to do this. Although, getting kind of low on the treasury. Need to wrap one of these wars up. Alright, that siege is already done. So we're now forced march there. They did break the siege of that fort, unfortunately, as I said they might. It was unfortunate. We've gained the trait Uncaring. Loyalty gain chance is reduced, and national freeman output goes down. That's less than ideal. What are we doing on slave count in the capital? Up to 18. Bonus cloth. Cool. We might as well get started on that siege ourselves, since he is... Our subjects are not going to help out. I'm going to switch over to a different commander, just so we get extra +1 siege status at the beginning. Bonus enslavement efficiency on you. Let's have this woman lead. Seems fine to me. One drawback to feudatories is that when they siege down cities, I don't believe you get any chance to be the one to gain their slaves. Which is rather sad, because, you know, slaves are great. But, you know, we're still going to have a pretty decent army overall. Lost that fight. Oh well. If they hadn't broken the siege there, we would already have the other fort, and then we could take the capital, and then we could probably already have the this war done. The recent work of plebeian jurist Gnaeus Flavius, his Legis Actiones, or Actions in Law, is the first written account of the legal procedures of Rome. The importance of this work was propelled him to the office of tribune of the plebs and garnered him wide popular support. The full extent and interpretation of our laws has until now been a verbal tradition of our judiciary, and Flavius's attempt to codify parts of our legal procedures for a wider audience has not been wholly appreciated. Some patricians argue a public airing of our sacred laws by a plebeian no less threatens their traditional prerogative over government positions and the laws of Rome, while the populists welcome greater rights and participation of the plebs. So this is trying to change one of our laws. Right now, the laws we have active are all here. With this, Rome gains legis actiones. Actually, no, it's not changing a law. It's just trying to reduce the cost to enact laws, while also giving national freemen happiness. More populist faction influence. Well, I do think we're going to change some laws, so I'll go ahead and say that's fine. Take that from 250 down to 200. Maybe we can pass an extra couple. Tribute ceases to or from somebody. It's fine, whatever. This army is going to need to recover for a little while. Can't even control it at the moment. You can re-enslave. We have received an offer of peace from the Levantine major power of Carthage. They are offering us the following terms. We negotiate on behalf of our entire alliance. White peace. Yeah, okay. Well fought, Carthage. We'll fight again in the future, sir. We are making some money again, even though I have been upgrading the size of the army quite a bit. Let's get this army maybe down to here. We might have to fight them off if they try to take that fort back. We've got a lead on their siege status, but not convinced that we're going to win. Military tech investment's pretty good. Let's take a national tax modifier. There we go. So we got both sieges of the locations. As soon as that fort falls, that's the last city. We should be allowed to demand, like, everything that he owns. Alalia and Aritim. Alalia. Oh, he has land down there as well. I knew that. There's no fort there, so let's just do this. Naval landing. Send this army to there with forced march. I think we'll be okay to get this done pretty quickly. Tale of Two Cities, Beneventum. Beneventum or Nola? Beneventum has 13 pops in Nola. Beneventum's got 11. So let's just go with Nola. Seems fine. Just do it based on pop count. Hopefully they don't take that 7% chance so we can get this siege complete. Okay, we can now sue for peace for the entire of the country. It is a lot of aggressive expansion, 16, don't care, gonna do it. Because he's far too large to force into a relationship. I mean, we could make him into a tribal vassal. We protect them if they are attacked. They are limited by us in regarding diplomacy. It does take a relationship slot. Regular tributary. I believe tribal vassals do join offensive wars. He has Italic traditions. It's a federated tribe. He's got 300 pops. It's going to really screw my research ratio if they're not a lot of citizens. Plus, it's also going to be a lot of unrest. I think we try making him into a guy. Tribal vassal. Take less aggressive expansion and do that. Why not? That way he can turn right around and use that army of his against the person that we're already at war with. Unless he's not in the war. He is not in the war. We can't call him to war, can we? Etruria. I guess there is no way to call a new subject into an old war, is there? They pay tribute to us. Tribal vassal. I may be mistaken. They might not actually join offensive wars. There's so many different types of relations. It's quite annoying, honestly. Instead of just having like vassal march, like what I'm used to in EU4, there's just so many, you know. All right, we're still at war with Umbria and Picentia. We want to knock Picentia out first if possible. He's got only a level 1 fort over there. Let's have that army go there. Let's have you head to here. This way first, then go to here maybe. Let's have you go to here, then to here, and the other army is about to land. Don't actually want to be in this fight, I think. Let's just retreat. Also just trying to get occupations here. Take our navy over, get that coastal fort blockaded. We're going to want to start building some more some more ships, I think, in order to make sure that we're not missing out on naval superiority against a larger target, which probably will happen pretty soon, I think, that battle. Become friends with a tribal chief from the Oppi family. I think I'm going to say no to that because he's not... Lost 2 ships while they lost 8. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing I did before, aren't I? Just suiciding my navy over there to try to get blockades in. You can't see the damn pirates till you're already on your way, and I'm not paying enough attention to do it. Oh well, I'm gonna try anyway. Got our first civic advance. All right, we can get our first military tradition. I think we'll just definitely go down this military side that's going to give us access to the early roads. Got some new bonuses to choose from. Siege ability +5, another 10% heavy infantry discipline. Oh, it's hard to pass up on that. I mean, stack it more maybe? 35% heavy infantry discipline, plus 5 globally, means 40% heavy infantry discipline, plus if they're loyal to their commander, like say this cohort, they now have 50% improved discipline. That's kind of crazy, and it just like in E4, it's a measure of how organized we are. It's a modifier to all damage done and received. Good God. On top of that, heavy infantry receive reduced damage from... to see who they receive reduced damage from, you have to hover over other unit types and compare there. So here, against heavy infantry, archers do full damage. Light infantry do minus 25. Cavalry do minus 50. So that on top of the discipline equals smashy smash. Space Marines much? Yes, a little bit. Little bit Space Marines. Alright, that is the separate piece we can do here. This guy's got Italic Traditions, so this is a perfect candidate to make into a feudatory. I'm going to keep on stacking those feudatories when possible. I mean, eventually we'll probably want to consolidate the lands, but autonomous little subjects, I think, are great. There's just like more than double my army. Like, if you added them all up, I've got 9, 18, 24, plus another 8. So I've got 32 cohorts. I guess we could have seen that here. I've got 32. You look at all of our subjects, we've got 23 plus 10. So that's 33. 36. I'm just going to get a calculator. 36 plus 17. Just going to confirm here. This guy's got 12. So 12 plus 7. Another 9. And another 7. That's 88 cohorts. 88,000 troops owned by subjects and only 32,000 owned by me. Most importantly, we don't have to pay for them. That's the other reason why I like feudatories. You get manpower, doesn't screw your research ratio, and they pay for the armies. Of course, they're also quite stupid with the armies relative to what you could do, but, you know, take what you can get. Okay, we can demand feudatory status with you already. Let's go ahead and, well, maybe we get a few more slaves. Let's siege down every city that we can. I want a couple more slaves in the capital if possible. We only have 0.048 war exhaustion because we had that reduction over time from the Blessing of War, which is really, really coming in handy. And yeah, I guess, again, we're going to make him into a feudatory. Take all of his money. We have inherited a war against Lingonia. Lingonia is barbarian tradition, 27 cohorts, and lives up there. No CB on you. Because I switched off of... Oh, hey, Sinonia is planning my demise. They won't give me military access. That's cool. I was going to say, because I switched to Mercantile stance, we could probably get military access up this way. But if we can't, the ships are here, so we can invade them. Alright, I want to confirm. I have joined the war, but my other subjects, once again, they don't get a call to arms. That's really odd. Really odd that you can't bring your subjects into a separate war. Civil war will break out in 13 months due to 34.7% of the population lives in disloyal provinces and subjects. What we can do is just go to our tributes, and we'll stop doing tributary income from them quite so much. Get some more loyalty from them that way. And that should make civil war go away, hopefully. And then another thing we can do is just improve relations with them a bit. Get some more of that thing, and then... shoot, I can't get the one to get more improved relations bonus. Darn, I wanted that. Let's get rid of some of this aggressive expansion over time. Let's make sure we have the best possible aggressive expansion impact character. 11 is probably the best. Yes. Alright. Well, okay. I'm just going to spend points on improving relations with subjects who are not loyal. So this character is at, or this country is at 24 loyalty. So improve opinion. This guy's got 0 loyalty, power relative to overlords. Pretty big deal. I think we will want to improve opinion with him as well. Anyone else that's disloyal? 79 loyalty, 71, 68, 69. 53 here. Let's improve with him as well. And we'll need to send a gift, I think, to this guy next month. But I've gone over my time allotment. It's time for a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. Hopefully these guys will stop being disloyal. He's at 32. Yeah, I think we can make this problem go away. And we'll go after this up here. This guy does have 27 cohorts. So it's going to be a little difficult to siege him down. Could fabricate a claim on this guy and just attack him. He has no allies. It'd be easier than ferrying troops around. Sure, I'm willing to pay for this. Why not? He is barbarian traditions, but... Wow, he's got a lot of troops too. 24 cohorts, and they're all standing right there. Alright, I'm going to take a short break here. I'll be back in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. See you soon.